One flat word can hijack an otherwise warm conversation. Why do you catch it when everyone else keeps talking? The detail may be real, while your explanation is completely wrong. Your attention selects certain signals while much of the scene disappears. In 1999, Daniel Simons and Christopher Chabris showed how dramatic this filtering can be. They asked viewers to watch two teams passing basketballs, and your job was to count one team's passes. Then someone wearing a gorilla suit walked through the game. Many viewers focused on counting, never reported seeing that person. They were not careless because their attention was busy doing exactly what the task demanded. The same filter may help you catch a changed tone, but catching a change does not reveal its meaning. You may notice the delayed reply, then predict anger caused it. Only the delay came from the event, while the anger came from your prediction. So why does that prediction remain after everyone else moves on? Noticing the change is only the first step, because you also keep it available for comparison. Picture a small desk holding whatever you need right now, and that temporary work surface is called working memory. In 1974, Alan Baddeley and Graham Hitch proposed an influential model of it. Now place today's short reply beside yesterday's friendly one. Add what happened before both conversations, then search for differences. That comparison may reveal a genuine pattern before anyone names it, but your mental desk has limited room. Every possible explanation occupies space beside the original detail. Soon you are holding one change, 3 meanings, and 4 possible replies. The search that found the pattern begins crowding out new information. That creates the first dividing line, because useful observation changes when fresh evidence arrives. Overthinking keeps rearranging the same evidence, hoping certainty will appear, and that raises a sharper question. How can you tell whether your explanation deserves your confidence? Your brain constantly prepares for what might happen next. A late reply can produce several possible futures. Perhaps the person is angry, distracted, unwell, or simply busy. None of those possibilities is evidence yet, although each one can feel more or less convincing. You can also inspect how trustworthy that feeling seems, and this mental self-check is called metacognition. In 2010, Stephen Fleming and colleagues at University College London tested it. Participants saw 2 faint visual patterns, one after the other. They chose which pattern looked stronger, then rated their confidence. The first choice measured how accurately they saw the patterns. The confidence rating measured how accurately they judged their own performance. Those abilities were not the same, because 2 participants could perform similarly while judging their answers differently. That changes what longer thinking can promise. The delayed reply is an observation. Anger is one possible prediction. Confidence only tells you how convincing that prediction feels. It does not turn the prediction into evidence. Keep one ambiguous message in mind as the difference becomes visible. Imagine the other person is speaking to you now. While they talk, you rehearse 5 possible replies. Each reply branches into another reaction you must prepare for. Then they finish, and you realize you missed their final sentence because you did not notice too much. Your possible meanings occupied the space needed for new information. In 2016, Tim Moran published a large review in Psychological Bulletin. It examined the relationship between anxiety and working memory performance. Across the included research, greater anxiety was reliably linked with poorer performance. That link does not prove one simple cause for every situation. It does show how mental pressure can accompany reduced working space. Meanwhile, you may build courtroom evidence around a 2-word message. That is impressive effort for extremely limited testimony. The original detail is not what drains you, because the strain comes from forcing an uncertain detail towards certainty. But why chase certainty when the answer might hurt? Here is the reversal. Uncertainty can feel worse than a known unpleasant outcome. Your mind is not always hunting the happiest answer. Sometimes, it is hunting any answer. In 2016, Archie de Burker and colleagues tested this at University College London. Participants played a computer game involving rows of virtual rocks. They turned rocks over while snakes might be hiding underneath. Finding a snake brought a mild electric shock. The chance of finding one changed throughout the game. Participants also reported how stressed they felt while choosing. Their stress peaked when the chance of shock was most uncertain. Certain safety was easier, but certain shock was also less stressful than maximum uncertainty. A definite result closes the question, even when it hurts. An uncertain result keeps several possible futures active at once. Now the late reply makes more sense. Each new explanation tries to close the gap of not knowing. One thought says anger, another says rejection, a third searches the conversation for something you did wrong. With testable evidence, that search may uncover a useful pattern. Without new evidence, it only creates more futures to inspect. Your mind is not merely searching for danger, it may be trying to end uncertainty. That ambiguous message can now become a simple test. Split a page down the middle, and on the left, place only what actually happened. The reply came 2 hours later, and one word sounded flat. On the right, place everything your mind supplied. Perhaps you write anger, rejection, or a judgment nobody stated. Now one new cue can change the picture. A warm follow-up weakens those predictions, while a direct complaint strengthens one of them. Replaying the first message changes neither side of the page. Repetition adds familiarity, not evidence. Your noticing can be accurate while your first explanation remains wrong. The useful question is where observation ends and prediction begins. That single flat word now has two separate labels because the change you heard was an observation. The meaning you supplied was a prediction. Overthinking is neither a hidden power nor a personal failure. It becomes insight when fresh evidence can correct the prediction. Without that correction, possibility slowly begins pretending to be fact. Your sharp attention finds the loose thread. Uncertainty is what pulls it into a knot. But why can you inspect today's smallest details while your earliest years remain unreachable? Your earliest years are missing because a baby's memory is still being built. Watch why you can't remember your life as a baby next. The answer is on your screen right now. Subscribe to the channel for more strange reasons behind ordinary experiences.